this is Melissa, always on the go. We are today in West Houston at the Cultural Smriti. Today will Dr. Singh hold a seminar about nutrition, and we are really excited to learn from him. Dr. Singh, I'm so excited for this course. What will be this nutrition course about?
So this will be a series of patient education, and we will do seminars where we will activate the patient. What I strongly believe is that we as physicians are just giving the pamphlets to the patient. We are becoming pamphlet doctors. What I am trying to create and activate the patients is take charge of their health. And this all patient activation series or patient education awareness series is help them to understand the label in easy way. So, or other diseases in a very, very easy layman language. All these videos which we are doing will be made available on the iCrush.org website so they can go back and revise.
Can businesses invite you to give the seminar for their employees?
Yes, they can visit at vitalchecklist.com or iCrush.org website. They can connect with my team members, and we can come to their businesses and we can give a 1-hour lecture or 4-hour lectures depending on their needs and depending on their time.
Alright, good to know.
Thank you.
If you have employees who are overweighted, call him.
Thank you.
How did you like the course? Was Mr. Singh really helpful in really explaining to you?
Yeah, it was very informative. I think that this course should be taught in every school in the United States. Even myself, suffering from obesity because not being aware of the kind of food, I think that was very important about the labeling. Really take a look at the triangle he was talking about, sodium, salt, all those points. Very informative, and it's really, I would say, mind-opening. It's incredible, very powerful information, and it's also going to help me to kind of really keep an eye on what I'm eating and do more exercise, starting to really take things serious before I get a heart attack or a stroke or something.
So all this information that you learned today, they were never out there. So
I know some of the basics, but it's really when you start talking about really look at these labels, how deceptive they are, about how they hide, the information about fat and sugars and all these kind of things. Really, this is really kind of, for me personally, mind opening. I'm going to really start. I really, like I said, it should be in every school in the United States. This information, these classes, because we're all. You see more and more people suffering from obesity because we're I don't want to say brainwashed, but we're being misinformed by the food industry and more or less also by the pharmaceutical industry, which benefits from people who suffer from obesity, diabetics, heart. It's a big industry, so I think this should be in every school in the United States.
Yeah, I agree. You don't know how to read the label.
Right.
This information.
Right. Yeah.
So now you know how to read it, and you would change your.
Now I'm going to study the charts the doctor gave, so I would really start to take more attention to this. And before I buy the next Campbell soup, which has 36% sodium, I will think twice to take it home.
Yes.
So I'm really going to be more alert before I spend my money on junk food.
All right, thank you very much. During the course, you asked a question about your medication, when you should take it usually. So what problems did you have in the past with your medication?
Well, there are there's a lot of information out there, and people say it's good to take it. The absorption rate is higher on an empty stomach. Some say it's better to take it after a meal. So I always like to get it straight from the person who's an authority on it. So, and I tried both, and I felt that it was causing a little discomfort on an empty stomach versus that if I had a meal or took it during the midday. So I wanted to be sure that the medication I'm taking is fully serving the purpose. And when exactly, doctors normally don't say when, morning, afternoon, night, things like that. So it's very broad based. I think Dr. Harti is very interesting, and all the talks today were very basic for your prevention, management, and treatment and everything. And a lot of information out there.
So it was helpful for you.
Absolutely. I mean, these things are always helpful
Okay.
to get it straight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. You asked a lot of questions during the course. How did you like the answers of Dr. Singla? Were they satisfied for you?
Well, I'm a journalist, so I'm never satisfied. But you know, I had a ton of questions were popping up as a result of what he's saying. But I think we went into so much detail that some of the stuff that I had in my head just I couldn't ask about. So I think that the last segment that he did about the biology, the anatomy of all this stuff was very, very helpful, but it wasn't for a layman. So I would like more practical information how to handle things like this.
So will you go after this course on his webpage and get the information from there to see if maybe just the time wasn't enough in this course?
Sure, of course. I think that would be the best thing.
So would you recommend this course to other people who do not know so much?
Yes, I really would. I think this particular course is full of, or at least the seminar was full of great data and very helpful to get your teeth into it.
Thank you so much.
Sure, of course.
How did you like the course today?
I think it was very good. It was very informative, and I liked the way you broke it down. I mean, I would have never imagined, cutting calories down to 1,400 only when you're dieting. But normally it was 2,000 calories percent diet, although that was the standard. So I think it was very good.
All right.
You gave a good examples, and I'm glad she brought me here.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. Yeah.
So you will change your diet after this course?
Yeah, definitely. I think what I want to see next step from Dr. Singh is, I think for a lot of the Asians, for like our generation, it's easier to adapt to these, to cut down the calories, feeding labels. But I think for our older generation, I would like to see a little bit more broken down into, you know what, if you're, for example, Asian, you're used to eating certain types of food. You can maybe substitute what they can eat into candy. I mean, for my parents, for example, something like that would be very helpful. But overall, I think it was really good. Thank you.
Thank you. What did you learn in the course?
I learned about diet and nutrition, like preventive measures for like diabetes. I learned how to control your diet according to like looking at the nutritional labels and just judging how much you're supposed to eat of what foods. So just basically the food pyramid and how we're supposed to depict that and put that into our diet.
Would you recommend this course to others?
I would highly recommend this course to everybody, regardless of how old they are or what diseases they may have, because this applies to everybody, like the 1,400 standard calorie diet, and then it's not really a diet, it's kind of like a lifestyle, because everything is everybody can use it in their life. It's not like it's not exclusive for people, it's for everybody. So, I think it's proven by science and anyone can use it.
Thank you.
About natural health and stuff.
Interesting. And how did you like this course today?
It was very informative. I'm not a diabetic, thank you Jesus. I don't want to become one, but it's very informative. I was always trying to figure out where dementia and stuff came from, because my grandmother, she lost her fight with dementia, and everybody was like, do the natural berries and stuff like that. But if I would have knew of this, what he was teaching, I could have probably reversed her signs. But I mean, it was just a time to go, but it was very informative. And that was one of the things that really got my attention. You know, unhealthy lifestyle lead to dementia. It's not anything else that the doctors be talking about. It's, you know, how we eat and, you know, the lack of exercise and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was beneficial to me. I could go home and tell my mom and dad. I already be on their case about, hey, you know, you can't eat this, but now, I mean, I took notes, and I mean, it's very beneficial to me. So.
Thank you. You asked about the beer.
Yeah.
Were you disappointed that you should actually not drink beer?
Actually, to live life, you should have some bad habits, you know. So actually, I got a great information from Dr. Harpreet and, you know, everybody who was there, and you know that even if you're drinking, you need to drink like moderately. So you know, that was very nice of him, you know, because sometimes the doctor says that you should have a peg, but what is the limit of that peg?
Yeah.
It should be this much or it should be this much. So what I learned today is that, you know, you should take about like this much of alcohol or a peg there, you know, just to sustain. And even if you drink, that's fine. If you don't drink, it's better.
Correct. So will you change also your eat habits after this course?
Yeah, of course I will do. And the good part about like the diabetic, I've learned that, you know, you should cut on your bread and you should cut on your rice. And that's the good part about what I learned, because like what the Asian cooking or the Hispanic cooking, it mostly includes the bread. So once you cut on the bread, I've learned the person who was lecturing about, the doctor who was lecturing about diabetes, I talked to him personally, and he says that he doesn't eat bread or rice, whether it is white or brown. So that was something that I learned today.
Yes, that was definitely helpful, also for me.